Breaking news: Falana asks DSS to speed up investigation, Arraign Bawa EFCC. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The human rights lawyer Femi Falana has asked the Department of the State Service (DSS) to speed up the investigation into the case involving the suspended chairman of the Economic and the Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) Abdulrasheed Bawa and the embattled governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) Godwin Emefiele. While Emefiele was arrested on the June 10th over allegations of terrorism financing, Bawa was squeezed by the Secret Service over allegations of abuse of office labeled against him. Speaking during an interview with Channels Television Politics Today, Femi Falana urged the DSS to arraign the duo in court if it has evidence of indictment. He argued that the continued detention of Emefiele and Bawa did not reflect the implementation of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. The senior advocate of Nigeria urged the Nigerian government to do better. Yes, to handle the cases in line with the provisions of the law to avoid a situation whereby loopholes are exploited. The investigations should be speedily conducted, more so where allegations are made. I do not expect any more delay in the investigation of a very serious allegation that has been made, he stated. Now, in the case of Emefiele, the State Security Service last year had alleged his involvement in terrorism financing. They had laid all manner of allegations against Godwin Emefiele in December last year when they were looking for Emefiele, when they tried all means possible to make sure they get Emefiele arrested. But Emefiele was shielded by some certain people, and then he got an order from the court to stop the DSS from doing anything to him. But now that Buhari is no longer in power, Tinubu is now the president, power has changed hands. Emefiele no longer has the protection of some certain people. So Femi Falana have made it known that the DSS must do something quickly, and with respect to money laundering and other offences, they should take them to appropriate agencies of the government instead of locking them up at the DSS custody. It doesn't make any sense. No. Emefiele should be charged to court. They should start the process. They should handle the case in line with the provisions of the law, so to avoid a situation whereby loopholes are exploited. In the case of Bawa, we haven't been told the offences he committed. I can't speak very confidently with respect to the gentleman, except to ask the government or the agencies involved to speed up an investigation and have them arraigned if they are inducted. So my country people, this is it. Femi Falana has made a very strong demand, and I've asked the DSS to speed up the investigation so that Godwin Emefiele and Abdulrasheed Bawa will no longer be in the DSS custody. And the CBN, the embattled CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, had charged the DSS to court. He had sued the DSS on right of enforcement whatsoever, that they had no basis for his continued detention. They won't have him locked up. So he challenged his detention by the Department of the State Service. He said, how would they, lock him up where he had no rights of freedom of movement? And then he went to court over this issue. So my country people, now know as the court matter they be now. But then, after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended Emefiele from office as the governor of the central bank, the DSS got the power to do whatever they wanted to do with Godwin Emefiele. Godwin Emefiele instantly lost the power he had, and afterwards he was suspended immediately. It's as if the DSS, they were just waiting for his suspension. They strip him of his power, his title. and then the DSS came and picked him up. And then the federal government had explained that the suspension of Godwin Emefiele was to allow an ongoing investigation of his office. So that means Tinubu knew that if he was suspended, the DSS, had every right to come and pick him up and lock him up in their custody. Now, Femi Falana has asked the DSS to speed up the investigation so that Godwin Emefiele, Abdulrasheed Bawa won't have to spend longer time at the DSS custody. However, Nigerians have reacted. Oga, we are still waiting for them, and they are still investigating them. Now, what for this case? They should leave them there, especially that former CBN governor. Oga lawyer, abeg, mind your business. The DSS is doing their job. So, where is the INEC chairman? Falana is no longer relevant in the legal space. He's always trying to make himself known. Well, he always depends on criminal. This is a good idea, but it seems this man wants his own share of the accumulated national cake. Nigeria's problem, Femi Falana, you have come again. Well, we all know that this is being done, but where is the INEC chairman? We want to see the INEC chairman apprehended. My country people, these are reactions from Nigerians. We know that, yes, so many Nigerians have been calling for the immediate, suspension, if not resignation, of the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu. But you know the kind of country we are in, where we practice selective justice. Justice is given to those, whom are perceived as a threat or who are perceived as an enemy. But then in the case of Mahmoud Yakubu, Mahmoud Yakubu have really done a lot in this country. He had committed a lot of offense. Even someone made it known that the offense of Mahmoud Yakubu is way more greater than that of Godwin Emefiele and Abdulrasheed Bawa. And by all means, Mahmoud Yakubu must be brought to the book. But you see that Mahmoud Yakubu still walks free on the streets of Nigeria as if he hasn't done anything, because he has the protection of the president. He has the backings of Tinubu. So nothing will happen to the INEC chairman. Now, the Abdulrasheed Bawa and Godwin Emefiele, they lost their power immediately. They were suspended. They had no power. They had nobody to back them up. They had no office to back them up. That's how the DSS came and picked them. But then if the INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu is to be suspended or resigns immediately, then the DSS can pick him up. But you see, he still retains his position irrespective of everything he has committed in this country. So my wonderful people, I'm dropping here. What are your thoughts concerning this? Please kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.